Good evening to you, wherever you may be in this glorious county. Humboldt Crabs baseball is on the air. Hi, I'm Hoke Holcomb, soon to be joined by my broadcast and buddy, I believe. The Professor Benjamin Schaefer is going to be here tonight. We're coming to you from the Don Turbush announcer's booth high atop the Arcata ballpark, and we're located just a block from the historic plaza in downtown Arcata. And tonight we begin an anticipated three-game series with the PUF Caps, the Pacific Union Financial Capitalists. Yes, the capitalists have invaded the left-wing denizen, the left-wing home of the Humboldt Crabs. So the capitalists are here, and they're a good team and a unique team. They consist of exclusively players who have just graduated from high school, but who all have received scholarships, baseball scholarships to Division I schools. And I was taking a look at the roster of the PUF Caps this year, and we're talking about schools like Rice, Stanford, USC, Cal State Fullerton, Arizona, Michigan, Texas. I mean, these are fine schools, of course. They're also very fine baseball schools. So this is a very seasoned, a very tough team. This is the end of their season. This is their final series, I do believe. They come in here with a record of 27 wins against 7 losses. And their competition has been outstanding. They've played teams like the San Luis Obispo Blues, a team that I've wanted to see us play for a long time, the Santa Barbara Foresters, the Pearl, the Crawdads, some of the teams that we have played, and their record is again outstanding at 27-7. So they're a bunch of rookies going into college, but they are now seasoned rookies, having played together since June. The Crabs will try and avoid a back-to-back loss, which has not happened to them all season. You may recall Wednesday night's thriller, an outstanding ball game, which the B-52 Bombers, with a 2-run home run in the top of the 7th inning by Dustin Miller, pulled ahead 3-2, and they held on. They held the Crabs scoreless in those final 3 innings. Crabs could not mount a tying rally, and thus the B-52 Bombers this year get bragging rights for Humboldt County, having won 2 of the 3 contests with the Humboldt Crabs. So the Crabs come into tonight's ball game also with an outstanding record of 33 victories against only 5 losses. And I've got to say, the Crabs' schedule has been a little bit softer than that of the PUF Caps. Not to suggest that we've played a bunch of palookas. That would not be the case. But I think they, overall, their schedule would be considered a bit stronger than that of the Crabs. Last season, these two teams split a pair of games. And the PUF Caps, since coming in here, I think it's been 4 years now that we've seen the PUF Caps here at the Arcata ballpark. And each year, we've seen some very competitive ball games. One season, the PUF Caps came in and swept 3 from the Crabs, which is very unusual here at the Arcata ballpark for the Crabs to be swept in a 3-game series. So we're looking forward to seeing the PUF Caps in action against the Crabs. We do have rosters for the Pacific Union Financial Capitalists. The vital statistics are available to us. But I guess in true capitalist fashion, to obtain the statistics for the 2017 capitalists, you have to join some kind of service. And then if you become a part of that service and fill out various forms and have your credit checked, you can glance at their statistics. We chose not to do that. So unfortunately, we can give you the vital statistics of the players. We can tell you where they're going to be going in the fall, but as to what they've done on the diamond this summer, we are in the dark. We simply do not know what they've done, except we have the general record for them of 27 wins and 7 losses. Benjamin Schaefer, the professor, smelling popcorn, has just entered our booth and is about to come on mic. Good to have you with us, Benjamin. Can you talk? I mean,
Hello,
your mouth is full of popcorn.
Good evening, fans. Good evening, Crabs fans.
All right. Did you see they have a new tomorrow is Foundation Day at the ballpark. And
Foundation Day?
Foundation Day to honor some of the founders of the Crabs. Now,
so why isn't it called Founders Day?
I don't make these decisions.
I just curious. It just seems like founders is more specific. Anyway.
They have a shirt available for sale that honors Lou Bonamini, who was really the founder of the Humboldt Crabs, and then honors also Ned Barsulia, the longtime general manager and scout for the Crabs, and Jerry Nutter, the first president of the Crabs when they became a nonprofit board in the mid-1990s. And that shirt is now available in the souvenir stand.
Yeah, I saw a photograph of it on the Facebook page.
Yeah.
So if you want to see what it looks like, you can go to the Crabs
Facebook page and see it.
Krusty Krabs Facebook page. Yeah. Krusty and I are Facebook friends.
Are you?
Oh, yeah. We go way back, Krusty and I.
Well, I know you do. I mean, you enjoy his carapace. We have some blue sky tonight. We've had overcast a lot of the day. Sun came out a little late today, late afternoon here.
Yeah, it was cold most of the day on the coast.
Yeah, and so we have some cloud fog bank off in the distance as we look out. We've got blue sky and some sunshine, as Benjamin says. A little bit cool as well. A number of folks in sweatshirts and sweaters and light jackets. But it should be a pleasant evening for baseball. The next 2 days are going to be even better. Saturday is going to be, tomorrow night's going to be outstanding. And then Sunday, a rare weather prediction here in Arcata, California. It says abundant sunshine. So we're going to have abundant sunshine for our 12:30 afternoon contest, which will conclude this 3-game series with the PUF Caps. All right, we're going to send it back to the studio, to the folks who help keep the Crabs on the field and on the air. You're listening to Crabs Baseball on KGOE 1480 Arcata, Eureka. We're going to get fed tonight.
How so?
Tracy is getting us food. It's the Wild Berries is catering a sponsors night, and she's going to take care of us, and we're even going to get pie.
Wow. She didn't tell the folks over there.
No. That would be wrong. Let's see. What else do we have? This guy, their second baseman, is B-O-R-G-O-G-O, but I just did it with Borgonia like Spanish, but the tilde makes it easy. These guys are 27-7. And they beat teams like the Santa Barbara Foresters and the San Luis Obispo Blues. They play a tough schedule. They're a good team. And this is where they're going. They're all freshmen. This is where they're committed with D1 scholarships.
Wow.
And look at their schedule. So this could be a real good series.
Well, hardly matters anymore now.
Oh, having lost the last one, you just put the season off?
They disappointed me now. It doesn't matter anymore.
It's just like Trump, Two sessions disappointed.
Can you believe how insane this whole fucking...
Yeah.
I mean, it just gets crazier by the day.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely bonkers. Like the White House, he likes them going at each other.
The stuff that guy said, though, the mooch.
The mooch, yeah. As long
Such an Italian stereotype.
Crabs have their winningest pitcher on the mound this evening, and that would be Jeff Kirsten, who comes into this ball game with a record of 6 wins and no losses. In 36 2/3 innings, he has fanned 40 batters and walked 11. So we're talking a 4-to-1 strikeout to walk ratio, which is fine. And an earned run average of 3.44, which is good, but not the best on the club by any means. But Jeff has pitched well, and his mates have provided him good run support, and that can make a huge difference, as several Giants pitchers can attest, particularly this season. We can see the men in blue, and tonight they are in black tops and gray slacks. The umpires heading out to home plate. Robin Guyver joining them, and we will soon see the manager of the PUF Caps as well come to the mound. Or come to home plate, I should say. The Crabs tonight are in their white trousers and blue kind of semi-tie-dye, I guess. I guess they're tie-dye jerseys.
I don't know what they're supposed to be.
Kind of a bluish colored with red crabs across the front and numerals on the back. The PUF Caps, gray traveling trousers with dark black. I think that's black rather than dark blue, isn't it? Yeah, black jerseys with their numerals on the back. The wind is blowing slightly out in center field, maybe a little more than that, but it's not whipping up to a degree that at this point in time is going to be a factor in today's ball game. We've got a couple of umpires tonight that we've seen a lot in past seasons, but I don't recall seeing this season at the ballpark. Maybe they're doing B-52 games or American Legion games or whatever. But the home plate umpire, Brian Rose, around a lot in previous years. Jacques Bolton, another umpire that we've seen a lot in the past. He'll be at first base tonight. And Justin Islas, who we've seen a lot on at the park this season. Justin Islas will be the umpire at third base. The managers are exchanging lineups. The PUF Cap manager being apprised of the ground rules here at the Arcata Ballpark. And I guess the one factor which is most unique about the ballpark and can have the biggest impact on the ball game is the fact that the backstop is relatively close to home plate. What would you guess, about 20 feet? That far? Maybe 15 feet between home plate and the screen. So there's that's to the advantage of the hitters, because a lot of foul balls that might be caught in other parks will be out of play here, and the batter will get another swing. On the other hand, it can be of an advantage to the defensive team, because a wild pitch, which at most parks will automatically score a run, here that wild pitch can bounce off the concrete backing, and then the screen itself can bounce off that right back to the catcher. And we've seen a number of runners thinking they were going to score, and they were out by 10 or 15 feet because the ball bounced right back to the catcher, and the runner was a dead duck trying to come in from third base. So that's one of the unique features of the ballpark that can have an impact on the play. We also have a yellow strip which goes around the outfield fence, and if a ball is hit over that strip into the netting, which helps protect the library beyond the right field fence, that's a home run. So we have to watch very carefully. Sometimes, did it go over that yellow line or not? If it did, it's a home run. If not, the ball is in play, and we've got to watch the runners scampering around the bases. All right, let me give you the lineups for the visiting Pacific Union Financial Capitalists. Their nickname is the PUF Caps. Leading off, the center fielder Tim Tawa, T-A-W-A, Tawa in center. Batting second, the shortstop, Trey Cruz. Batting third, the third baseman, Quentin Selma. Hitting cleanup and doing the catching will be Zach Presno. Hitting fifth and serving as the designated hitter tonight will be Tate Soderstrom. Batting sixth in right field, Brendan Beck. Batting seventh, the left fielder, Bryce Bonin. Hitting eighth at first base, Nick Bruiser. I believe that's pronounced correctly. It's Brueser. I would say Bruiser.
That's what I would say, Bruiser.
Go with that?
Yeah,
Okay.
Bruiser. Yeah.
And batting ninth and playing second base will be Brett Borgonio. On the mound for the Puff Caps will be Trenton Denholm. And Mr. Denholm is a 5'11" right-handed pitcher, 180-pounder, and he will be heading in the fall to the University of California at Irvine. So right-hander Trenton Denholm on the mound for the Puff Caps. Again, we're sorry, but we do not have averages or records for the Puff Cap players. And now to bring the lineups for our Humboldt Crabs, everybody's favorite professor, Benjamin Schaefer.
Thank you, Hoke. Patrick Chung at second base leads it off. Jeremiah Burks at shortstop bats second, and Kyle Callahan will be the DH and bat third. Ryan Myers, the first baseman, bats cleanup. Anthony Aguirre in center field bats fifth. Kyle Blakeman, the right fielder, bats sixth. Kyler Murphy in left field bats seventh. Roberto Jose will be the catcher and bat eighth, and Alejandro Lara at third base will be the 9-hitter. Gorgeous night at the ballpark. Sun finally burning through the clouds late this afternoon. We had an earthquake on the North Coast today. I felt it. I was sitting at a coffee shop in downtown Arcata, and the table trembled a little bit, and I thought it was an earthquake, and I looked it up. It was a 5.1 earthquake about 87 kilometers off the coast of Eureka.
All right.
So,
yeah, I thought I had felt it at the house, and but I was so, my chest has been puffed up today like I can't remember the last time. I'll put it to you this way. Last week when I bowled a 130 and a 131, which is awful.
For you, that's not you're a really good bowler. Yeah.
Well, not really good, but I'm average about 160, which is okay, right? Today I bowled a 199 and a 205.
Wow, nice.
Oh man, I was in heaven. Yeah, I haven't done that in a while. Some of you out there probably said, "Geez, I average 190." Right? All right, the players are lined up along the baselines. Puff Caps along the first baseline, Crabs along the third baseline. So our singers of the national anthem are Aubrey Duo going out to lead us now in our national anthem. Here we go. nice hand for the young lady. Aubrey Duo with this evening's national anthem.
Pretty nice.
Jeff Kirsten towing the rubber. And he's going to take his warm-up pitches. I guess first we're going to have our ceremonial first pitch. Tonight is sponsors night, so my guess is this is one of the sponsors. I don't have his name, but...
For the first pitch?
Yeah.
It's Tyler Stricker. He does sports for News Channel 3.
Okay. Tyler, what is it, Tyler? Stricker,
Yeah.
who does sports for Channel 3. He does the Crabs, Crabs Corner each week, does an outstanding job with that, and a pretty good first pitch. All right. Now Jeff Kirsten's going to take his warm-up pitches. He'll be pitching to R.J. Hasse, and we've gone back and forth.
It's
with,
Roberto now.
RJ. No, he came up here today. He
He's
came
back
up
to
tonight.
RJ?
He wants to go back to R.J. So whatever he wants.
Whatever he wants. That's totally fine, yeah.
The way he's
as long
playing,
as we know.
whatever he wants. So R.J. Hasse in the crouch behind the plate. In his usual spot at first base will be Ryan Myers. Patrick Chung will be at second base. Jeremiah Burks, the shortstop. And Alejandro Lara at third base. Someone was saying last night that Jeremiah's position, I don't know if in high school or in college, was traditionally at shortstop. We've seen him primarily in center field this summer, but we have seen him at short on a couple of occasions. And so Burks at short and then Alejandro Lara at third. In the outfield, it'll be Kyler Murphy in left, Alex Aguirre in center, and Kyle Blakeman, he with the gun in right field. You can hear in the background, the Crabgrass Band is with us tonight. I'm talking about the world-famous Crabgrass Band. And they will be here again on Sunday afternoon for the season finale. That's pretty much been the rule, with an exception or two. Crabgrass Band doing Friday night and Sunday afternoon duties. All right, we're about ready to go. To lead it off for the PUF Caps will be Tim Tawa. Tawa, 6 foot, 180 pounder, who will be heading to Stanford. Tawa will be followed by Trey Cruz and Quinton Selma.
Lucky kid. That's a beautiful ballpark at Stanford. That sunken diamond.
First pitch is a high pop-up into shallow left field in foul territory. Burke's coming a long way, but he's going to run out of room, as it's up against the fence that protects fans out in the left field picnic area today. That's where our sponsors are enjoying a feast provided by our friends at Wildberries Marketplace. I'm sorry, Benjamin, you were saying.
I was saying that the ballpark at Stanford is one of the most beautiful I've ever seen. The Sunken Diamond, it's called, at Stanford University, and it is gorgeous.
Ground ball to the left side. Third baseman's got it. Up with it is Lara. His throw to first base in time for the out on a close play. Tawa, a speedster, moving down the line. Good play by Lara. One up, one down for the PUF Caps in the first inning, and that'll bring up Trey Cruz, the shortstop. Cruz, 6'1", 175 pounder, and he is headed to Rice. Rice, an outstanding academic university. And the pitch to him is a fastball taken for a called strike one. Brian Rose calling balls and strikes. Jacques Bolton at first base and Justin Islas at third. Kirsten's next pitch is fouled off and the count 0-2. So Jeff ahead, no balls and 2 strikes to the left-handed hitting shortstop Trey Cruz. The 0-2 bounces at the plate, a ball and 2 strikes. Infield back all the way around. Flag hanging limply now in center field, so no effect at all of the Hawk. 1-2 to Cruz. Big right-hander comes home with a fastball and got him swinging. I'm not sure that was a fastball. I think he took something off of that. He had Cruz out in front. 2 down for the PUF Caps in the first inning. and that'll bring up a big left-handed hitting Quentin Selma. Selma, 6'3", 195-pounder, on his way to Cal Berkeley. And the first pitch a bit inside, 1-0. Arcata for a number of years was known as Berkeley North. I don't know if you heard that or if that was before your time, Benjamin.
Well, its politics are very similar to Berkeley.
The 1-0, that one's down low, 2 balls and no strikes.
Which I'm very proud to say. Not quite as radical as Berkeley, though. That's
well, Berkeley's not as radical as Berkeley either.
Yeah.
The modern Berkeley's not quite the same. Next pitch is high and inside, 3-0. So Kirsten behind, 3 balls and no strikes to Quentin Selma. And the next pitch is low, so on 4 consecutive balls, Quentin Selma trots down to first base, and that'll bring up the cleanup hitter, Zach Presno. Presno, 6'1", 210-pounder, will be going to Fresno State University. Presno, big right-handed hitter. Myers holding Quentin Selma on at first base. And we're seeing Kirsten now in the stretch for the first time in the ball game. Back foot on the rubber, comes to the rest at the belt. And the first pitch is a fastball taken just a bit low, 1-0. 5 consecutive balls now from Kirsten. Let's see if Presno's going to wait till he takes a strike. I would guess the cleanup hitter won't. Now he's swinging, and a big cut, and he comes up empty on the fastball, and the count even at 1. Your number 8 hitter, number 9 hitter might take a pitch in that situation, having seen 5 consecutive balls, but you want that cleanup hitter to get a pitch that the pitcher needs to get in, and he had a big cut but missed. It's 1-1 now to Presno. Kirsten comes to the plate, and the fastball misses wide, 2-1. Selma takes his lead at first, edges off a bit further. Kirsten gets the sign from Jose, and the pitch over but low. So it's 3 balls and a strike now to Presno. Hitters count for the cleanup hitter for the PUF Caps. Kirsten at the set. The 3-1 pitch, fouled straight back. Again, a challenge fastball. Presno had a good rip, and the count goes full. So with 2 down and a full count, Quentin Selma will be off with this pitch. From the set. Payoff pitch. Ground ball through the left side and into left field for a base hit. Stopping at second base is Selma on Presno's 2-out single. And the PUF Caps now with runners at first and second, 2 down. And that'll bring up their designated hitter, Tate Soderstrom. Soderstrom, left-handed hitter. 6'1", 195-pounder. Serving as a designated hitter tonight. When he plays the position, it's either the outfield or first base. And the pitch to him is taken low, 1-0. R.J. Hussey wants to go out and have a word with Jeff Kirsten. After getting the initial 2 batters of the inning, he walked Selma and gave up a base hit to Presno. Runner in scoring position at second now. And a 1-0 count to Soderstrom. The next pitch is hit foul over by the dugout of the PUF Caps, and the count even at 1-1. Ball and a strike to Soderstrom. PUF Caps threatening here in the first. The 1-1 pitch. In there for a called strike 2 at inside corner just above the belt. So Kirsten ahead on the count now. A ball and 2 strikes. trying to get out of a first inning jam. At the set. Comes to the plate, 1-2. Inside and low. Asay has to move over to corral that one, and the count evened at 2. Kirsten now at the belt. The 2-2 offering. Ground ball to the first baseman. Up with it is Adam. Up with it is Myers. He steps on the bag for the out, and the PUF Caps are denied in the first inning. No runs, a hit, no errors, 2 left. And at the end of half an inning, it's the PUF Caps nothing, and the Crabs coming to bat. You listen to Crabs Baseball on KGOE 1480 Arcadia Eureka. I saw him on the Darkness tour.
You. Well, speaking of heartbreakers.
Tom Petty.
All right, welcome back to the ballpark. Top at bottom of the first inning, no score. Thanks to Humboldt Mortgage, committed to helping borrowers find quality financing for over 50 years. If you're buying a home, business, or land, Humboldt Mortgage will get it done. Call Bob Lawton at Humboldt Mortgage at 445-3027. Trenton Denholm on the mound for the PUF Capitalists against Chung, Burks, and Callahan to lead it off. And here's Hoke.
All right. Patrick Chung, left-handed hitting second sacker, will lead it off for the Crabs.
Patrick comes in batting .286.
He'll be followed by Jeremiah Burks and Kyle Callahan. Right-hander Trenton Denholm, 5'11" right-hander on the mound. Pitching to Zach Presno, and the first pitch is fouled off over by the Crabs dugout. Boy, bounced over the railing into the dugout and back onto the field. Strike one. Nick Bruiser, the first baseman. Brett Borgonio at second. Trey Cruz, the shortstop. Quentin Selma at third. The next pitch is fouled straight back, so Denholm ahead on the count, 0-2. In the outfield, from left to right, Bryce Bonin, Tim Tawa, and Brendan Beck. Denholm ahead on the count, no balls and 2 strikes to the Crabs' leadoff hitter. And the 0-2 pitch misses wide with a fastball, 1-2. Right-hander rocks into the wind, and the 1-2 pitch. Chung fouls it off to the left out of play, so we'll do it again, 1-2. The 1-2. Again fouled out of play. So Chung fighting off some tough pitches. And we'll do it again, a ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2 to Chung. Patrick checks his swing. No, he swings. Misses. Ball is dropped. Throw to first, and he is out. Chung tried to hold up, but he definitely went around. That is the first strikeout, obviously, for Denholm. The first out of the ball game for the Crabs. And that'll bring up Jeremiah Burks.
Don't generally see Jeremiah Burks bat second in the order. Usually he's third, but tonight they got Callahan third. Burks comes in batting .351, .503 on base percentage, and a .579 slugging average.
The pitch to him is a fastball well outside, 1-0. Right-hander versus right-hander. Trenton Denholm gets his signs from Zach Presno, and his 1-0 pitch jams him, and it fouled off. It's 1-1. Came inside with a. This guy's got a pretty good heater. He can bring it. Huh?
He's got good location with it too. That pitch to Chung, down in on the hands.
Here's the 1-1. Curveball taken for a goal. It was over, but I guess high. 2-1. The 2-1 to Jeremiah Burks. Inside with a fastball, 3-1.
Burks and Myers both are tied with the club lead in walks at 27.
Hitters count now for Burks, 3-1. And the pitch. Inside, ball 4, so Jeremiah now takes a lead in walks.
That's right.
So the Crabs with a runner aboard and one down, and that will bring up Kyle Callahan.
Burks also leads the club with 12 stolen bases. He hasn't been caught.
Held on over there by Nick Bruiser at first base.
Callahan comes in hitting .340, slugging .543.
4 home runs on the season, and he's second in the club with 36 runs batted in. The pitch to him is right down the heart of the plate with a fastball for a called strike 1. Burks at first, 1 out, bottom of the first were scoreless. Oh, and 1 to Callahan. Kyle takes the next pitch in there for a called strike 2. So Denholm a fastball, and then he took something off of that, and it's 0-2. Denholm comes to the rest at about shoulder height, throws to first base, and back on his hands is Burks. Oh, and 2 to Kyle Callahan. Again, a throw to first. That one was closer. Looked like Jeremiah might have been leaning the wrong way and had to quickly switch directions and just get back in. He's edging off a little further. The 0-2 pitch bounces at the plate, and that will be a wild pitch, allowing Burks to move into scoring position. The count of ball and 2 strikes now to Callahan. Burks now in scoring position with 1 out. Denholm very deliberate now. And he takes a little bit too long. Denholm steps out of the batter's box. All right, we're ready. Denholm at the set. The 1-2 to Callahan. Just misses outside, 2-2. On deck, Crabs cleanup hitter Ryan Myers. 2-2 the count to Callahan. The pitch. No, he looks balked.
That
looks like a balk, wasn't it? I don't know what happened. I guess he stepped off the rubber.
I thought that was. I figured that must be a balk. They're not even. They didn't even show any inclination to call a balk. So, I must have missed something.
And no one came out of the Crabs dugout, so he must have been off the rubber. All right, the 2-2 pitch. Runner goes. The pitch is a strike 3. The throw to third, and he's out. No, he's safe. He gets in under the tag. Oh, it looked like they had him, and the manager of the PUF Caps is coming out to argue
The
that
throw
ball.
beat him by quite a bit.
Yeah.
He looked like he was a dead duck.
So Callahan down on strikes, the second strikeout for Denholm, and credit Burks with a stolen base. And as Benjamin said, the throw beat him. Third base,
By a lot.
third base umpire Islas trying to explain
And
to
the
the
throw
manager.
was right on the money, too. I mean, it wasn't a high throw. It was right on the money. I don't know how he evaded the I don't know how he ended up being safe because it looked like a perfect throw with plenty of time.
Well, the umpire was right there. He's closer than we are, so
Well,
the manager of the
Yes,
PUF Caps
but-
heading back to the dugout. We do not have instant replay.
well, and far be it from me to argue with the umpire, but
Yes.
you know,
I've never heard you
I mean, in
dispute
this
it
case, I bet, you
at all.
know.
Here's Myers. I can't believe Benjamin's arguing a call that benefits the Crabs.
I'm not arguing it at all. That's why I said I would never argue.
Denholm from the windup, and the pitch is swung on and missed by Myers 0-1. Power against power in that situation. Infield back all the way around, shortstop and second baseman with their feet on the lip of the outfield grass.
Myers hitting .377.
The 0-1 pitch is a breaking ball that's low and outside, 1-1.
Slugging .664. That leads the club. He also has an on-base average over 500.
Right-hander versus right-hander. Denholm's pitch. Swing and a miss.
Oh,
took
took
something
something
off
off.
of that change of pace. Had Myers out in front. He's used that effectively a couple of times now, and he's ahead. 1 ball and 2 strikes. 1 strike away from striking out the side. The 1-2 to Myers. High with a fastball. High heat. And it's 2-2.
Burke stole third on Wednesday night's game as well, and that's at least the third or fourth time this season he's stolen third base. He's not been caught. 13-0 now.
Here's the 2-2 pitch. Strike 3 call.
Oh, really?
Come on, wake up! What was that?
Myers takes a called third strike, and he does not like the call. He beefs with the home plate umpire, and he's still talking to him.
You don't know what you're doing.
So Denholm strikes out the side, and the Crabs are gone in the first inning. At the end of 1, we're scoreless. You're listening to Crabs Baseball, KGOE 1480 Arcata, Eureka.
All right, welcome back to the ballpark. Thanks to Slice of Humble Pie. Whether you want a chicken pot pie made from scratch or a decadent slice of chocolate silk pie, Slice of Humble Pie will satisfy any craving. They're open every day. Crabs fans and players get 10% off Mondays just by wearing their Crabs gear. Slice of Humble Pie is just off the Arcata Plaza at 828 I Street at Bittersweet. Also, you can order a pie online. Here's Hoke. Oh, wait. Now here's Hoke.
Right-handed hitting, Brendan Beck to lead it off for the PUF Caps in the top of the second inning. Jeff Kirsten's first pitch is hit high in the air in foul territory. It'll go back into the crowd. Strike 1. Beck will be followed by Bryce Bonin and Nick Bruiser. We got some really cool player cards this year available at the souvenir stand. We're going to see if we can get a pack of them up here. Breaking ball, hard slider on the corner. And Kirsten ahead of Brendan Beck, no balls and 2 strikes. The 0-2 curveball hit high in the air into shallow right field. Second baseman going out, right fielder coming in. It's going to be the second baseman, Patrick Chung, who makes the catch on the outfield grass. One down. These player cards have the pictures of the Crabs player on the front of the card and then some information about them on the back, including some hobbies that the players have. And some of the hobbies I heard from Tracy Mack are funny. So we'll hopefully get a pack up here and be able to pass that on to you. Fastball rides high to Bryce Bonin, right-handed hitting left fielder. Kirsten's pitch is over for a strike. Outside corner, it's 1-1. Bonin, 6'1", 180-pounder. He's going to be going to Arkansas, going to be a Razorback. The 1-1 pitch misses low and away. 2 balls and a strike. The 2-1. Swing and a miss on a fastball. Could not catch up with Kirsten's heater. And the count even at 2. The 2-2. Grounded foul over by the PUF Caps dugout, so we'll do it again. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Two and 2 to Bonin. The pitch. Fastball got him looking. So home plate umpire Brian Rose.
He does a good job when they're batting, but a terrible job when the Crabs are hitting. I don't understand it.
Well, he's got a little bit wider strike zone than some we've seen. That was a questionable call on the outside corner, and of course Myers didn't like the one he was called out on. Slow breaking ball is a ball to Nick Bruiser, right-handed hitting first baseman. Bruiser, 6'3", 195-pounder, headed to Stanford. A ground ball, broken bat to the shortstop. Burks is up with it. High throw to first, but it's gathered in by Myers for the out. So the PUF Caps down in order in the second inning, nothing across, and at the end of an inning and a half, we're scoreless. You're listening to Crabs Baseball, KGOE 1480, Arcata, Eureka.
Welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the second inning, no score. Thanks to Big Blue Cafe. Join him at Arcata's favorite cafe on the Arcata Plaza there at 846 G Street. They serve breakfast all day and lunch from 8 to 3 p.m. Everything's fresh. Everything's delicious. Try them once and you'll go back again and again. That's the Big Blue Cafe on the Arcata Plaza.
Planning to be there Sunday morning before our ball game. Having a little breakfast.
All right.
Here's Alex Aguirre.
But you're not going to be at the ball game Sunday.
I think I am.
You are going to be at the ball game.
Yeah,
Sunday.
Lorraine
Okay.
said, yeah, go on to the ball game. We'll have breakfast, and then we'll have dinner, and go enjoy the game.
What a great wife.
You're right. Here's Alex Aguirre, and he's hit in the back. First pitch. So the Crabs with a leadoff batter aboard the hard way. Crabs have not put a ball in play yet. As Kyle Blakeman comes to the bat, we've had 3 strikeouts, a walk, and a hit batter. Blakeman hitting .310 on the season, a couple of round trippers, and 27 driven in. Right-handed hitter takes a look down at the third base coach, flashing some signs.
Aguirre now leads the Crabs in hit by pitch. That was his 9th time he's gotten hit.
First pitch to Blakeman is fouled off, strike one.
That's an unfortunate category in which to lead the team. He's also got 7 stolen bases, only been caught once, so he's a threat to go for sure.
Right-hander versus right-hander.
Although he has a very short lead over there.
Fastball rides high, it's 1-1. Blakeman again takes a look down at Brad Morgan, the third base coach, flashing some signs. Aguirre, a modest lead, as Benjamin indicated, at first base. Throw over there, and he dives back safely. One and one the count to Blakeman. Denholm's pitch, grounded foul beyond the Crabs dugout. So Denham ahead on the count now, a ball and 2 strikes. Aguirre held on at first base by Nick Bruiser. Denholm at the set. The pitch to Blakeman. That's a breaking ball that misses outside. 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. To Kyle Blakeman, who wears number 2 on his tie-dye Crabs jersey. Again, throw over to first base by Denholm. And Aguirre back easily. The runner goes. The pitch is taken for a ball. The throw to second base on the wrong side of the bag, and sliding in safely is Alex Aguirre. The throw was on the shortstop side of second base, and of course that's an advantage for the runner because he's coming in from the second base side of second base. So credit Aguirre with a steal. The count now full on Kyle Blakeman. Nobody out here in the top of the second for the Crabs. The payoff pitch, swing and a miss, fastball.
Boy, that was a wicked fastball.
Oh, that was
a
heat.
High fastball out of the zone. Blakeman never had a chance on that one.
So the Crabs have made 4 outs, and all of them have been strikeouts. Here's Kyler Murphy, left-handed hitter.
Batting .326.
Aguirre takes his lead at second. The pitch to Murphy. Ground ball to the right side. Second baseman backhands it, picks it up, throws to first base, not in time. A tough play as the second baseman, Borgonio, moved to his right and had to backhand it. It came off his glove. He came up with it, but his throw to first was late, and so Murphy safe on the second baseman's error, and on the play, Aguirre moves to third. Now the Crabs with runners at the corners and 1 out, and here is R.J. Hasse. Hasse
comes in hitting .333.
Working from the stretch. Denholm comes to the plate. Hasse swings and misses strike 1. Big cut. We started out calling him RJ. And he just wanted to switch to Roberto, so we went to Roberto, and he came up tonight and said, no, let's go back to RJ. So here we are. RJ with an RBI opportunity. The 0-1 pitch to him. Ground ball, just foul outside of third base. About half a foot the other way, and the Crabs would have had their first run of the ball game. Third baseman would not have been able to make a play on Aguirre coming in from third. Instead, the count is no balls and 2 strikes to Hasse. Denholm gets the sign from Fresno at the set. The 0-2 pitch. High and tight with a fastball. 1-2. Backed him off. That was chin music, as they used to call it.
That is a live fastball.
Yeah, he brings it. 1-2 to R.J. Hasse. Crab runners at first and third. They take their leads. The 1-2 pitch. Strike 3 called. Outside corner again. That outside corner is bedeviling hitters on both teams. So again, all Crabs outs have been by way of strikeouts. 3 swinging, 2 taking, and there are 2 down. It'll take a base hit now by Alejandro Lara. Alejandro hitting .310 on the season, right-handed hitter. Denholm at the set, and the pitch. Lara takes a pitch a bit high, 1-0. Aguirre at third. Murphy at first, 2 down. The number 9 hitter, Alejandro Lara, at the bat. The 1-0 pitch to him. Strike called at the knees, 1-1. Well, it's only the second inning, but we're going to have a lot of umpires in the stands tonight because Brian Rose is already hearing from fans who don't necessarily agree with his calls at the plate. Here's the 1-1. Curveball, a high chopper over the mound. Second baseman's got it. He'll go to the bag. Not in time. The runner is safe at second, an attempted fielder's choice. Aguirre comes in to score. And I guess they're going to call, are we going to call that a hit or a fielder's choice?
Fielder's choice.
It's going to be a fielder's choice, but Lara does get an RBI on the play. On the play, Murphy safe at second base. And scoring is Aguirre, and we go to the top of the order, and Patrick Chung. That was a very close play at second base. I thought he was out.
Didn't look that close to me. He looked like he was out by about 3 feet. I don't know.
I thought he was out.
I'm glad he was safe, but I got to say, just in the interest of truth.
Fastball is taken for a called strike by Chung.
I was frankly stunned to see him called out. Safe. I really was.
That's a big call because the Crabs get a run on it. That's the second controversial call made by third base umpire Islas.
But they didn't argue it, the PUF Caps.
Nope. Fastball inside, and the count even at 1. Well, I thought it was close, but I thought the fielder beat him. Okay, a ball and a strike now to Chung. Crab runners at first and second. They take their leads, and Chung is hit by the pitch.
Yikes, that's got to hurt. That is he throws so hard, too.
The second batter that has been plunked this inning by Denholm. So Murphy moves to third, Lara to second, and with 2 outs, Jeremiah Burks comes to the bat with the bases. F-O-C, full of crustaceans.
Here comes the manager.
And the whole infield is going to come in, gathering around Trenton Denholm, trying to settle the youngster down. The Crabs have drawn first blood here in this inning. It is an unearned run. You'll recall Kyler Murphy was safe on an error. So Burks will be coming up with the bases loaded, 2 outs. He walked in the first inning and got as far as third base. He was stranded there. So the base is full of crustaceans for Jeremiah Burks. Murphy at third, Lara at second, Chung at first. The right-hander Denholm against the right-handed hitting Jeremiah Burks. Working from the windup, the pitch to Burks is down low, 1-0. I would say about 3/4 of the pitchers in this situation work from the stretch. Denholm likes to go from the wind. The 1-0 offering. Breaking ball, strike called.
Come
High
on,
strike.
Alt, what are you doing out there?
Just under the letters, and the count even at 1. The 1-1 pitch. Breaking ball just misses outside, 2-1. Two and 1 to Burks. Denholm rocks, winds the pitch way outside and high, 3-1. So an errant throw here, and the Jeremiah Burks will get an RBI the easy way, but he's got a hitter's count. 3-1. Denholm's 3-1 pitch. Ground ball to the shortstop. He's up with it. Throw across the diamond to first to retire Burks and the Crabs in the second inning. The Crabs come up with 1 run. There was no hits and an error and 3 left. And at the end of 2, it's the Crabs 1 and the PUF Caps nothing. You're listening to Crabs Baseball, KGOE 1480 Arcadia, Eureka.
The look on Benjamin's face after that play at second.
I couldn't believe it. I was like, really? Welcome back to the ballpark. Thanks to the Arcata Scoop. Try their homemade organic super premium ice creams and sorbets. The daily flavors are posted on their Facebook page. It's open noon to 10:30 every day except Tuesdays. And the Arcata Scoop, you can find them at 1068 I Street in Arcata.
Brett Borgonio to lead it off in the top of the 3rd inning. The number 9 hitter takes a fastball from Jeff Kirsten's low and inside. 1 ball and no strikes. Borgonio, 5'10", 160-pounder. He's going to go to Cal State Fullerton. Very good baseball school. He lines that pitch into right field. Blakeman moves over a couple of steps and gathers it in for the first out. So Borgonio lines to Blakeman 1 away, and that'll bring up Tim Tawa. Tawa hit a hot shot to Alejandro Lara, who threw to Myers to record the first out of the ball game. Shows bunt and takes a fastball low, 1-0.
I see exactly 2 people dressed in Mardi Gras gear, so I'm assuming it's Mardi Gras night at the ballpark.
It is Mardi Gras night at the ballpark. Next pitch misses wide, 2-0.
Somehow they were the only ones to get the message, I think.
Here's the 2-0. Swing and a miss. 2-1 to Tawa. The next pitch is the bat goes past the third baseman as it slipped out of his hand. He missed the ball.
The third base umpire had to run to get out of the way of that.
Yeah.
That was headed right for him.
Well, he's made a couple of questionable calls. Maybe the PUF Caps are trying to get back at him with the bat. But that went a long way. I mean, we're talking.
Oh, way past third base, all the way out onto the grass.
Yeah, we're talking 90 feet.
Yeah.
On the fly.
That's a relaxed grip.
That's a different version of a long fly. All right, 2-2 to Tim Tawa. Two and two to Tawa. Fouled back. Tawa, the leadoff hitter for the PUF Caps. Kirsten comes home 2-2. High fly ball into center field. Moving over under it is Aguirre, and he's got it for the second out. So Tawa, a fly to medium depth center, 2 away, and that'll bring up Trey Cruz. You know, if you're a little short on cash, sometimes you'll bop over to an ATM machine and pick up a little cash. When I want some information about baseball, I also go to an ATM. Fastball is high to the left-handed hitting Cruz, 1-0. He struck out in his first at-bat. And I'm talking about the amazing Tammy Matsumoto.
That's right.
And we asked a question a couple of nights ago. Fastball is taken for a strike, 1-1. What is the average differential between a player's batting average and his on-base percentage? One hopper to the shortstop. Up with it is Burks. His throw across the diamond. And the PUF Caps are down in order, and we'll be back with that answer when we come back for the bottom of the third. At the end of 2.5, the score remains the Crabs 1 and the PUF Caps nothing. You're listening to Crabs Baseball, KGOE 1480 Arcadia Eureka.
I don't like it if the game finished 1-0 and this guy got no hitter.
Oh, that'd be crazy, huh?
Okay, are we back?
We're back. So, what's the answer?
The answer is the average differential between a batter's batting average and his on-base percentage is about 60 points. About
That's what I
60
think.
points.
That's what you guessed.
That's
think,
what I
isn't it?
guessed,
and I
and
guessed lower. Yeah. So.
But some will be 100 points.
Oh yeah.
Look at someone like a Brandon Belt.
Oh, Belt walks the tongue.
Yeah.
Actually, yeah, he walks a lot. Yeah.
I mean, the only thing that gets you on besides that adds to your on-base percentage are being hit by a pitch and walk.
That's right.
Air doesn't help you out.
Nope.
Middle of the Crabs order, it'll be Kyle Callahan.
Oh wait, I think an error doesn't it?
No, an air's an out. Left-handed hitting Callahan to lead it off. He'll be followed by Myers and Aguirre. Callahan takes the first pitch wide, 1 ball and no strikes. Trenton Denholm has not given up a hit, but he did give up a run, an error. Gave the Crabs an unearned run last inning. We're in the bottom of the third. Fastball is low, and it's 2-0 now to Callahan.
It'd be interesting to see what the radar gun says about this guy.
I think we're in the
'Cause
90s.
You can hear it pop,
Yeah.
and you can see that he throws very hard.
Here's the 2-0. Misses wide, 3 balls and no strikes. He has fanned 5 batters, but he has also walked 1 and hit 2. And that cost him in the last inning.
Actually, he's walked 2, right? He walked Aguirre
Fastball is high,
and Burks.
so Callahan draws a free pass. No, Aguirre was hit by a pitch.
Oh, sorry. Right. Thank you. Yes, that's right.
Here's Myers. Myers, a strikeout victim. Denholm struck out the side in the first inning. Myers hitting .377 on the season. Tied with Devin Lehman in that department. The pitch to him is taken for a called strike at the knees, 0-1.
38 strikeouts now on the season for Myers. Which leads the club by quite a bit.
Well, not surprising for a power hitter. And certainly, Myers is not cheated on his swings. But even with those strikeouts, I mean, he's hitting .377.
Oh, yeah.
You know.
Yeah, I mean, it's not as if.
Fastball on the outside corner, it's 0-2.
Yeah, it's not a complaint.
No, it's a fact.
Yep.
You know. So Denholm ahead of Myers now. No balls and 2 strikes. Callahan with a slight lead at first base.
Strikeouts are definitely preferable to hitting the double plays.
Here's the 0-2. Got him looking. Strike
that's
3,
no
and no
question
argument
about
on
that
that
one.
one. Nope.
Yep.
Second time he has been caught looking. That is the 6th strikeout for Trenton Denholm, and it'll bring up Alex Aguirre. Aguirre was hit by a pitch, stole a base, and eventually came around to score on the fielder's choice by Alejandro Lara. The pitch to him is an inside, 1 ball and no strikes. Shadows covering the right side of the infield now, pitcher's mound. Right fielder also in shade, but the left side of the infield still got that sun to deal with. Fastball taken just a bit outside, 2-0. Two and 0 to Aguirre. Fake toss to first base. He was off the rubber. Denholm reads Presno and comes to the plate. Fastball taken for a called strike. It's 2-1. The 2-1 pitch to Aguirre. Alex hits a little flare into left center field, and it's going to fall for a base hit. Little dunker. Stopping at second base is Callahan, and that's the first hit of the ball game for the Crabs. Even though they have a run, that's their first hit. So the Crabs with runners at first and second, 2 down. Check that, 1 down. And here is Kyle Blakeman. Blakeman down on strikes, his only at bat. Right-hander versus right-hander. Denholm comes to the plate and takes a strike outside corner above the belt. It's 0-1 to Blakeman. The 0-1 pitch. That misses wide, 1-1. Blakeman has a couple of round trippers on the season, but most of his power has been gap power. He's hit a lot of doubles this year.
12 doubles.
12?
Yep, that leads the club.
Yeah.
He's also got a triple.
A look back at second. Denholm comes to the plate, taken for a call, strike 2.
27 RBIs.
Denholm ahead on the count now, a ball and 2 strikes. Callahan leads from second, Aguirre from first. Denholm at the belt. A look back at second, the 1-2 pitch. Misses wide with a fastball, 2-2. Nice crowd on hand tonight on Sponsors Night. Crabs like to thank all the folks who sponsor the Crabs in the program and on radio with the outfield signs. Here's the 2-2 pitch. High fly ball into left field. The left fielder going back to the warning track, and it is caught on the warning track. A diving catch on the warning track to rob Blakeman of a hit. A fine play by Bryce Bonin as he went to near the foul line. Had quite a run and then dove and caught it on the warning track in a diving catch. You don't see that too often.
No, you don't.
2 down, and that'll bring up Kyler Murphy. Murphy on as a result of an error in the second inning, got as far as third base. Left-handed hitter. And the pitch to Kyler is low and away with a fastball, 1-0. Denholm ready now. Comes to the plate, and it's taken for a strike on the inside corner, just above the knees. 1 ball and 1 strike. to Kyler Murphy. The 1-1. Swing and a miss on a changeup, and it's 1-2. One and two to Murphy. Denholm comes to the plate. Murphy fouls it off, stays alive. So we'll do it again, a ball and 2 strikes. Denholm looks back to the runner at second. A second glance back, and now he comes to the plate. Swing and a miss. Murphy down on strikes. That is the 7th strikeout in 3 innings for Denholm. For the Crabs in the third, no runs. There was a hit, no errors, and 2 left. The Crabs have left 7 batters in 3 innings. And at the end of 3, they lead 1-0. You're listening to Crabs Baseball, KGOE 1480, Arcadia, Eureka. All right. Harbor Motors has been serving the North Coast for more than 100 years. Check out all the latest models, new and used, like the new F-150 truck and the 2017 C-Max Energy compact car that gets 88 miles to the gallon. Look for the Carousel 2 miles north of Eureka or visit us online at harbormotors.com. Harbor Motors is donating $50 to District 26 Little League for every home run the Crabs hit this season. Good ball game heading into the 4th inning. We got a pitcher's duel thus far, and for all the action, everybody's favorite professor, Benjamin Schaefer.
All right. It'll be Selma, Presno, and Suderstrom for the Puff Capitalists. Here in the top of the 4th, Crabs leading 1-0, and the first pitch from Kirsten is taken for a strike on the outside corner. 1-1 the count. No runs, 1 hit, 1 error for the Capitalists. 1 run, 1 hit, no errors for the Crabs, and that one's hit in the air to left field down the line. Murphy giving it a run. It's going to bounce off the wall. Murphy kicks it into the bullpen and on his way to second, and that's going to be a ground rule double for Selma. So Selma hit that one a long way. First extra base hit of the game, and the second hit of the game for the Capitalists, and here's Presno, singled in his first at-bat. So tying run out at second, nobody out here in the top of the 4th inning. Here's the pitch. Swing and a foul tip, it's 0-1. Kirsten sets, looks out at second, and deals, and there's a ground ball hard on the ground towards third, backhanded by Lara. He'll hold the runner at second and throw to first for the out, 1 away. Here's Suderstrom, grounded to first unassisted in his first at-bat. So 1 out now with Presno out at second. Kirsten from the belt comes home with a fastball in the dirt blocked by Hasse. One and another count. Suderstrom, left-handed hitter. Kirsten comes home 1-0, and that one's hit on the ground out to second base. Coming in on it is Chung. He'll throw to first for the second out, and on the play, Fresno advances to third. Here's Brandon Beck with 2 outs. Selma over at third now. And the pitch. Fastball on the outside corner at the knees for a called strike. The 0-1 fastball, same spot, same result. It's 0-2. Lights now coming on. Here's the 0-2. Ooh, fastball just misses low. 1-2. And the 1-2 is looped out towards third. And that was a high hop. He hit it hard on the ground. It looked like, I thought it was a fly ball, but it wasn't. He hit it off the turf, and it took a high hop over to third. That'll score the run to tie the ball game. An infield hit for Beck. Laura caught it in the air, but it had already bounced off the ground. So we're tied now at 1 here in the top of the 4th inning with with Beck over at first. Here's Bonin. Struck out looking his first at bat. Here's the pitch. He takes a fastball at the knees for a called strike. So Kirsten was a strike away from getting out of the jam. And instead, a hard, high-hopping grounder ties the ball game. 0-1 the count. Here's the pitch. In the dirt, 1-1. From the belt, here comes the 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. 1-2. 3 hits now in the game for the Capitalists. Crabs only have 1. The Crabs' 1 run is unearned. Here's the 1-2. Swing and a miss. Got him. Strikeout number 1, 2, 3 for Kirsten. It ends the inning, but the PUF Caps get a run on 2 hits. There were no errors and a runner left, and at the end of 3.5, we're tied at 1. This is exciting Crabs baseball, 1480 KGOE. All right, welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the 4th inning, tied at 1. It'll be R.J. Hasse to lead it off for the Crabs. Will be followed by Alejandro Lara and Patrick Chung against Trenton Denneholm, who has been, as they say, dealing 7 strikeouts on the game now. We're only in the 4th inning. 1 run, 3 hits, 1 error for the Puff Caps. 1 run, 1 hit, no errors for the Crabs. Hasse caught looking at his first at bat. Common complaint among Crabs hitters. There he hits one high in the air and deep to left center field. Left fielder, center fielder converging, and it'll be the center fielder, Tawa, to run it down for out number 1. So Hasse made solid contact, but it's just a long out, and 1 pitch, 1 out here in the 4th inning. Here's Alejandro Lara aboard on a fielder's choice in the 2nd inning. Here's the pitch, breaking pitch, taken for a strike on the inside corner. Good pitch. Oh, and 1 the count. And the 0-1 is a slider out in the outside it in the dirt. 1-1 now. Is that a Coast Guard plane that just flew overhead?
We don't see many planes flying above the
No, we don't. They buzz the ballpark. They usually come by in a helicopter, and sometimes they like to buzz the ballpark. Everybody loves the Coast Guard around here.
Absolutely.
1-1 the count. Here's the pitch. Fastball, tap foul. 1 ball and 2 strikes now to Alejandro Lara. 1 out, nobody on, bottom of the 4th inning, tied at 1 with the Pacific Union Capitalists. The 1-2. Fastball called, strike 3 on the outside corner. 8th strikeout now for Denholm. Here's Patrick Chung, struck out in his first at bat, and then he was hit by a pitch. And here's the pitch to Chung. Swing and a miss, 0-1. Denholm took something off, and Chung way out in front of that one. No balls and a strike to count to Chung. Here's the 0-1. Breaking pitch tapped back towards the mound. Denholm off the mound. We'll throw him out. And the Crabs go quietly in the 4th. We're still tied at 1. This is Crabs Baseball, 1480 KGOE. All right, welcome back to the ballpark, I guess. Right? Welcome back to the ballpark. Burks, Callahan, and Myers to bat. No. The other guys get their half inning, don't they? Yeah, he's still doing that now? We're still giving him that. We're still giving that half inning to the other team, huh?
We're generous.
Here's Bruiser to lead it off for the Puff Caps. He grounded to short in his first at bat, and the first pitch is a fastball right down the middle from Jeff Kirsten. 0-1 the count. Here's the pitch. And there's a slider on the outside corner. Good pitch, 0-2. Kirsten doesn't have as many strikeouts as his opponent, but he's matched him Otherwise, there's a strikeout. Got him to chase a slider out of the zone, 1 away. Giving up 3 hits, but only 1 run. So he's matched him where it matters. Here's Borgano, the second baseman, line to right in his first at bat. Kirsten rocks and comes home with a fastball in on the hands, and he hit it foul. It rolls out towards third base, but they're going to rule it a foul ball. Oh, and 1 the count. Here's the 0-1. Hit hard but foul past the first base coaching box. No balls, 2 strikes is the count now. And the pitch. In the air to shallow right field. Chung going out. Blakeman coming in. Blakeman dives, and he's not going to get it. It's going to roll off his glove. On his way to second is Borgano on a pop double. He didn't hit it hard, just hard enough to get it down the right field line past first base. And he's on second now with 1 out. Back to the top of the order. Here's the center fielder, Tim Tawa, 0 for 2. Here's the pitch. And he fouls one up against the screen. It's 0-1. All right, Tawa had stepped out. Now he's ready to go. Now the bat boy bringing out a new clutch of baseballs. Oh, and 1 the count. And the pitch. Breaking pitch misses low, 1-1. Big crowd on hand tonight. Probably over 1,000 people easily tonight. 1-1 the count. Here's the pitch. Fouled out of play, and it's 1-2. Borgano out at second, 1-2 the count. Here's the pitch. And a high tapper out towards third. Lara has it. And the throw to first is not in time. Infield single for Borgano. For Tawa, and Borgano goes to third. Well, Jeff Kirsten a little bit snake bit maybe out there now. 2 balls.
Little dunker into right field and a high chopper, and they got runners at the corners.
Crabs are double play depth up the middle, though, because they got 1 out. Here's Cruz. He's 0 for 2. The next pitch is a fastball on the outside corner for a called strike. Crabs, as a team, have turned 42 double plays this season. Owen 1 the count. There's a fastball on the outside corner for a called strike. And it's quickly 0-2 now to Cruz. Cruz has runners on first and third with 1 out. Kirsten from the belt. Comes home. Swing and a miss. Got him. That was a very opportune strikeout. That's number 4, right?
5.
5 now for Kirsten. And with 2 away, here's Selma. Quentin Selma, left-handed hitter. Walked in his first appearance, then he doubled and scored the PUF Caps' only run. And it's a ground ball at the second. Chung. Easy play. Inning over. Crabs get out of it. No runs, 2 hits. There were no errors and 2 left. And at the end of 4 1/2, we're still tied at 1. This is exciting Crabs baseball, 1480 KGOE. Fuck, you know. Yeah. All right, welcome
California Credit Union. At California State and Federal Employees Credit Union, we're all local, all Humboldt all the time. We offer free checking with no balance or transaction requirements. Plus, we have low rates on loans to help with all your banking needs. Give us a call at 800-440-8662. Join today for free and start enjoying the many benefits of credit union membership. That's California State and Federal Employees Credit Union. Halfway through the contest, we're knotted up at 1. Got another outstanding ball game, Benjamin.
Oh, yeah. Great ball game. Well played so far. Some excitement, some controversy. Jeremiah Burks to lead it off for the Crabs. He's 0 for 1. Here's the pitch, and he takes a breaking pitch over the heart of the plate for a called strike. Trenton Denholm cruising along here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Here's the 0-1. Swing and a miss. Got him to chase one. And it's 0-2 now. I noticed this season that Jeremiah is vulnerable to the slider, to breaking pitches down and away. He'll chase those. Here's the 0-2, and there it is again. And did he go around? No, this is the first base umpire. He was able to check. One and 2 the count. And the pitch. Fastball way outside. So 2 balls, 2 strikes now to Burks. He'll be followed by Callahan and Myers, heart of the Crabs order. The 2-2 hammered into left field and deep. That's going to be off the wall. On his way to second is Burks, and he's in there with a stand-up double. There was no question that the ball was hit hard enough to go out, but it didn't seem to have the height, and it didn't. So Burks out at second, nobody out. Here's Kyle Callahan. He's 0 for 1, struck out and walked. Denholm looks out at second and comes home with a fastball in there at the knees for a called strike. Denholm was ahead of the hitters all the time, and he's always around. He's more or less always around the plate. He's only thrown 1 or 2 pitches that weren't close. 0-1 the count. And the pitch. That one's way outside. 1-1, and now we've got a reliever beginning to warm in the Capitalist bullpen.
Liam, how many pitches?
79, 46 strikes.
1-1 the count. And the pitch. Fouled up against the backstop. 1 ball, 2 strikes is now the count. The 1-2 from the set. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Got him. Callahan, the 9th strikeout victim of the night by Denholm. 1 away. Here's Myers. Struck out looking twice tonight. And the pitch. Fouled up against the screen. And over the screen. Oh, and 1 to Myers. Here's the pitch. Fastball on the outside corner, 0-2 now the count. Myers didn't like that call either. Myers has not been happy with the strike zone tonight. And as I recall, he wasn't very happy with it on Wednesday night either against the B-52s.
Yeah, he's had some words with Brian Rose already tonight.
Yes. 0-2 the count. And they got Burks picked off. And he's running right at him, and he's going to tag him. And that's, don't see that very often, a pickoff pitcher unassisted.
Well, he played it perfectly. When he saw he had Jeremiah dead to rights, he ran right at him.
Yep. So that is an unfortunate pickoff for the Crabs. Now with 2 outs and the count 0-2 to Myers. And here's the pitch. Outside. 1-2. The 1-2 checked swing on a fastball away. He didn't go around, so it's 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes. Here's the count. Here's the pitch. Called strike 3. Myers gets the hat trick. All looking. 10th strikeout for Denholm, and after the end of 5, after Crabs got a hit, they didn't leave anybody. At the end of 5, we're tied at 1. This is frustrating Crabs baseball, 1480 KGOE.
Ultimate Yogurt. Try more than 10 ever-changing flavors with a ton of toppings. It'll make your head spin. Ultimate Yogurt. Oh, we don't have time to tell you all the good things about them, so we'll wait and share with you
no
next
doubt
inning.
you've been there and tasted them for yourself and
yeah.
found them delicious, as we have.
Wonderful.
All right. Top of the 6th inning. This game moving around lickety-split. It'll be Sunderstrom.
Parsons. Presno.
I have Sunderstrom, yeah.
Oh, do you?
No, I might be wrong, though. I don't.
No, you are wrong. It's Presno.
Okay.
This is Presno.
Okay, so I have Presno leading off. Or you have Presno. Now I have Presno. It's 0-1. Here's the pitch, and he hits a high hopper out toward shorts. Burks rushing in on it, throws on the run, and gets him for out number 1. So Presno 1 for 3. Here's Suderstrom, 0 for 2.
I got Fresno, you got Fresno, all God's children got Fresno. And most importantly, Jeremiah got Fresno on a grounder to short. Yeah, 1 down.
Here's the pitch, and he takes in there at the knees a breaking pitch for a strike. It's 0-1. The 0-1 fastball is in there on the inside corner again at the knees. 0-2. Here's the 0-2. Check swing. It goes all the way to the backstop. So a ball and 2 strikes now is the count to Suderstrom with Beck on deck. Here's the 1-2. Breaking pitch fouled out of play. One ball, 2 strikes to count. Tied at 1 in the top of the 6th inning. 1 run, 5 hits. 1 error for the Capitalists. 1 run, 2 hits, no errors for the Crabs. Here's the 1-2. Fastball rides high and outside.
Got a left-hander throwing in the PUF Caps bullpen, and the Crabs bullpen is dormant.
They have another pitcher out there, but you can't see him because he has invisible hands. Get it? He's the Capitalist. Swing and a miss. Strike 3.
Very good. That's
2 away.
Line of the night. Line of the night.
Here's Beck. That is the 6th strikeout, I believe, isn't it? 6, 1, 2, 3,
7,
4,
6,
5, 6 strikeout for Kirsten. And here's the pitch. Fastball lined into center field for a base hit. So Beck aboard with his 2nd hit of the evening. And with 2 outs, here's Bryce. What's his name?
No, this is a pinch hitter.
Oh,
Pinch hitter.
somebody else. Okay.
Donta Williams.
So Donta Williams in for Bonin. Left-handed hitter. Runner over at first. 2 outs. And he takes a pitch right down the middle at the knees for a called strike. Oh, and 1 the count. Runner takes his lead. Here's the pitch. In the dirt. 1-1. Beck over at first. Now he extends his lead a little bit. 1-1 the count to Williams, and he fouls 1 out of play. 1-2 now. Ball and 2 strikes to count. And now a toss to first. Runner dives back safely. The 1-2. Bouncer out to second base. Chung leaps up, grabs it, throws him out. Inning over. No runs, hit, no errors, a runner left at the end of 5.5. We're still knotted at 1. This is exciting Crabs baseball, 1480 KGOE.
Ultimate Yogurt. Try more than 10 ever-changing yogurt flavors with a ton of toppings that'll make your head spin. Ultimate Yogurt is locally owned and is a great place to bring your crabby kitties. They can make their own cups exactly how they like them, from Oreo cookies to sprinkles to Fruity Pebbles. All combinations are possible. Ultimate Yogurt has 2 locations, one in Eureka and one just a block from the ballpark here in Arcata. Ultimate Yogurt is yummy. All right, home half of the 6th.
The ad, does it?
I say that.
Yeah.
It's my
That's
editorial
fine.
judgment.
I agree, but
Okay.
yeah, just so we're clear.
Yeah.
Here's a gear to lead it off against Denholm, and he takes a fastball in the outside corner, 0-1 the count.
I like to engage in these wild freelances.
Yeah.
You know, don't color between the lines always.
It is yummy. Here's the 0-1 breaking pitch in there on the inside corner, and quickly he's ahead of a gear, 0-2. Crabs taking a lot of pitches tonight and Wednesday night against the B-52s. They took a lot of pitches too. And we know where that got him. 0-2 breaking pitch is called strike 3. A gear gone. That's the 11th strikeout in only 5 innings for Denholm. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 have been looking. Here's Blakeman. He struck out swinging in the second and then flied to left, and he taps one foul up against the backstop near the Crabs dugout.
Brian Rose, I think, has a slightly wide strike zone today, but he's been consistent all game.
He's been consistent with it,
so
yeah.
you got to swing at that pitch. I mean,
Yeah.
he
well,
keeps
this was
calling
the
it
same
strike
issue
3.
on Wednesday night,
Yeah.
right? There were pitches. The guy was throwing sliders, and the 0-1 fastball misses away 1-1, and they were being called strikes as they were cutting across the zone, and a lot of hitters just kept taking those pitches.
It's part of batting adjustment is adjusting to the umpire.
Yep. 1-1 the count, and he fouls that one off the hands and up against the screen. 1-2 the count.
Of course, our friend Don Hofacker would maintain there is a strike zone, but
well, how would he know?
But clearly, some umpires have a narrower strike zone. Some call the lower pitches more. You got to adjust.
1-2 the count. And there's a fastball that misses way outside. 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes to count. And the pitch. Fastball hit on the ground over to first base, backhanded by the first baseman, who will take it to the bag himself for out number 2. And it's kind of a minor victory for the Crabs to actually make contact.
Well, they've only had 2 hits on the evening.
That's right. Yeah.
And neither of those hits contributed to their 1 run. They scored in the second inning without benefit of a base knock.
That's right. Here's Murphy, bored on an error in the second and then struck out. Here comes the manager out to the mound to have a word. He's got the whole infield meeting him out there.
That's it. He's going to the bullpen. So he was counting pitches. Liam, how many pitches does that gentleman throw?
94 pitches.
All right, so he probably had a pitch count, and that's it. An outstanding job on the mound for Trenton Denholm. He will come off.
It's unfortunate he won't be able to figure in a victory one way or the other.
That's right. He will not have any say in the outcome of the ball game, but he leaves having held the Crabs to 1 run, an unearned run on 2 hits. He has struck out 11 batters.
So
we got a left-hander coming into the ball game. Number 16.
Oh, Seminaris. Seminaris.
All right, Adam Seminaris replacing Denholm. Denholm went 5 2/3 innings. And again, will have nothing to do with the outcome because he leaves with the game tied. So Adam Seminaris, Seminaris, a left-hander, 6 foot, 175-pounder, and he will be heading to Long Beach State in the fall.
You have to go to it. Oh, sure. What's your name?
James Sainsbury.
Sainsbury? James Sainsbury.
James Sainsbury.
Okay, I'll write it down right now.
All right, well, he's taking his warm-up pitches. The band playing some Billie Jean. James Sainsbury, first time at the ballpark, is here tonight.
Who?
James Sainsbury. He
Is he
came up
here?
to the booth to say that he's here for the first time and wanted a shout out. So he's getting one at the ballpark, and since we're in between pitchers, he's getting one on the radio as
All
well.
right.
So welcome to Crabs Baseball, James. All right, here we go. Here's Murphy. As we said, 0 for 2. And the pitch from Seminarius is a fastball that misses inside. 1-0 the count. The 1-0, big swing and a miss from Murphy. 1-1. Murphy's another one that goes up there and doesn't get cheated. Here's the 1-1, and he hits it hard on the ground, foul over towards the first base coaching box. The 1-2, grounded out to second base. He drops it, he picks it up, and throws him out. Inning over. Crabs go in order in the 6th. We're still tied at 1. This is Crabs Baseball, 1480 KGOE.
Crestwood Behavioral Health Center in Humboldt County. It's all about the community. Looking for a rewarding career? Join our team and make a difference. Crestwood has been providing residential mental health programs at its Eureka campus since 1979. Not 1799, 1979. We have full-time and part-time positions available, LPTs, LVNs, assistants, and various staff positions. Visit us at 2370 Boone Street or find our ad in the annual Crabs program. That's Crestwood Behavioral Health Center. Another dandy ball game here at the Arcata Ballpark. Knotted up at 1 as we head into the 7th inning. Jeff Kirsten out for his 7th inning of work, and he'll face Nick Bruiser, Brett Borgonio, and then the top of the order and Tim Tawa. Bruiser 0 for 2 has grounded out and struck out. The first pitch to him is swung on and missed. Breaking ball had him out in front. It's 0-1. Bruiser, right-handed hitting first baseman. The 0-1 pitch to him, swung on and missed. Same pitch, same spot. A little bit outside, and he had Bruiser reaching on the first 2 offerings. It's 0-2 now to the right-hander. Kirsten's 0-2 pitch. That one's down and away, a ball and 2 strikes. How many pitches has Jeff Kirsten thrown, Liam? 87 pitches. The starter, Denholm, threw 94, and that was it. He had reached his pitch count and was removed. Here's the 1-2. Breaking ball swung on and just got a piece of it to stay alive. Just a foul tip. So we'll do it again at 1-2. One and 2 to Bruiser. The pitch. Strike 3 called. Outside corner. No argument on that one. That's the 7th strikeout of the ball game for Jeff Kirstens, and it'll bring up the number 9 hitter, Brett Borgonio. Borgonio hit a 1-out double and made it as far as 3rd in the 5th inning, but was stranded there. Right-hander versus right-hander. Kirsten comes to the plate, and the pitch is rides high with a fastball, 1 ball and no strikes. The 1-0, that's down the heart of the plate. 1 ball and 1 strike. The 1-1, swing and a miss. I don't know if that's a slider, Benjamin, but it looks like a nasty slider that goes outside, and the batters are induced to bite. Fastball stays up, and the count now 2-2. The 2-2 pitch, ground ball right back to Jeff. Kirsten underhands to first for the second out. Two down in the PUF Caps seventh inning, and we go to the top of the order, and Tim Tawa. Tawa 1 for 3 on the evening, had an infield hit in his last at bat. High bounder that he beat out. Good speed. Shows bunt, takes a strike, 0-1. The 0-1 pitch. Fastball waved at and missed. Kirsten ahead now, no balls and 2 strikes. The 0-2. Ground ball to the left side. Backhanded by Burks. His long throw across the diamond is not going to be in time. And that'll be another infield single for Tawa. So a 2-out single, and that'll bring up Trey Cruz. Cruz looking for his first base hit of the evening. He struck out twice and grounded out short to first. The PUF Caps, 1 run on 7 hits, 1 error. The Crabs, 1 run on but 2 hits. They have played error-free baseball. Kirsten at the set, the runner goes, and the line drive into left field for a base hit, a perfect hit and run single. And now the ball is thrown back to the infield, and it gets away from the infielder. It'll be an error on the left fielder, Murphy, whose throw to the infield was errant and allows Tawa to move to second. Cruz to move to second. Tawa sitting on third base. That was a perfect hit and run single. Tawa took off for second base with a left-handed hitter up. The shortstop, Burks, went to cover, and the spot he vacated was exactly where Cruz hit the ball. Tawa making it easily to third, and then an errant throw in, allowing Cruz to move to second. So the PUF Caps, a 2-out rally now with 2 runners in scoring position. And here's Quentin Selma, who has doubled in 2 official trips. Left-handed hitter. The pitch to him. Swings and misses on an off-speed pitch. It's 0-1. Action now beginning in the Crabs bullpen. A right-hander throwing there. 0-1 to Selma. PUF Caps runners take their leads at second and third. The pitch. Fouled off, out of play. Another off-speed pitch, and now Kirsten ahead. No balls and 2 strikes on the number 3 hitter on the PUF Caps, Quentin Selma. Kirsten gets the sign from Jose. Comes to the rest, working from the stretch. The pitch. Swing and a miss, but it gets away from the catcher. The runner's coming to the plate, and he scores. Jose cannot pick up the ball. So Selma safe at first on a strikeout. I guess that'll have to be a pass ball, huh? And that allows Tawa to come in to score. Jose just could not find the ball. The ball was very close to him. If he'd have seen it, he could have picked it up and tagged Tawa coming into the plate, but he just, it was by his foot, but he just didn't see it. So a good break for the PUF Caps. They now have runners at first and third, and they've taken the lead 2-1, and they got their cleanup hitter, Zach Presno, at the bat. Presno 1 for 3 on the evening. Right-handed hitter. Kirsten at the set. The pitch. Strike called. Fastball in there. It's 0-1. 0-1 the count to Presno. The 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss on an off-speed pitch. It's 0-2. So again, Kirsten ahead on the count. Oh, and 2 to the cleanup hitter for the PUF Caps. Runners at the corners take their leads. The 0-2 pitch, way outside with a fastball, 1-2. So an unearned run with 2 outs here in the 7th have put the PUF Caps in the driver's seat 2-1. The 1-2 pitch to Presno, swings and grounds it to the shortstop. Burks flips to second for the force out. However, the PUF Caps come up with 1 run on a couple of hits, 1 big error, and 2 men left. And at the end of 6.5 now, it's the PUF Caps 2 and the Crabs 1. You listen to Crabs Baseball, KGOE 1480 Arcata, Eureka. A pass ball is not an error, right? It's not an error. So that was not an error then. It was not an error. It was just a pass ball that allowed the.
Yeah, because you can see why it might be an error because he couldn't pick it up. He shouldn't have been able to tag the runner coming in. Attempted to give him an error on that.
Well, we gave him an error, didn't we?
No, I didn't give him an error on that play.
No, that was the left field. The error came on the play.
Oh, that's right. That's right. You're right. Gotcha. Yeah. Yeah.
Special occasion, shout out to the Yes We Can parade at Honolulu in Arcata Ballpark. Join the Yes We Can parade August 12th. You get free admission at Honolulu at the ballpark. It's a parade and gathering in support of our cannabis community. YesWeCanParade.com.
Adam Seminaris, who came in with 2 outs in the 6th inning. Not that the starter, Denholm, had done anything wrong, but he just reached the pitch count that they allow him. And so Seminaris came in to retire the final batter in the 6th inning. He now faces R.J. Hasse to lead it off for the Crabs in the home half of the 7th, trailing 2-1. Hasse tries to bunt and fouls it back, strike 1. Hasse will be followed by Alejandro Lara and Patrick Chung. Left-hander comes to the plate, and it's high and wide, 1-1. Seminaris gets the sign. Comes home 1-1, swing and a miss on a high, hard one. So it's 1-2 to R.J. Hasse. The 1-2 pitch. R.J. grounds it down to the second baseman. Up with it there is Borgonio, and his throw to first in time for the first out of the 7th inning. That'll bring up Alejandro Lara. Lara 0 for 2, getting his first look at the left-hander Seminaris. The pitch. Breaking ball in there for a called strike 1. Well, the PUF Caps took the lead on a very strange play. A strikeout that would have ended the inning, but the ball got away from the catcher, and then he just couldn't find it. I mean, that's the kind of thing that'll happen, you know. Where are my keys? Where are my keys? They're right in front of you. Oh, yeah. He was looking everywhere except down at his feet, and that's where the ball was, and Tawa came in to score. Oh, that's the kind of thing that'll happen. 1-1 pitch is fouled off to the right. It's 1-2. I'm sure RJ will be thinking about that one tonight, but It's just, as they say, the breaks of the game, and that one went against the Crabs. 1-2 to Lara. One out here in the home half of the seventh. 2-1 PUF Caps. This is gonna be an outstanding series. Hope you're making your plans tomorrow. Swing and a miss on a slow breaking ball. That's the first strikeout for Seminaris, the 12th Crab to go down by the strikeout route this evening. There are 2 down, and we go to Patrick Chung. Chung 0 for 2 officially. He was hit by a pitch back in the second inning. Lefty versus lefty. Seminaris comes to the plate, and Chung takes the pitch a little outside, 1-0. Ground ball to the right side. First baseman over to get it. He throws to the pitcher covering. Perfectly executed. Bruiser to Seminaris, and the Crabs are retired in the 7th inning. No runs, hits, or errors, and at the end of 7 complete, it's the PUF Caps 2 and the Crabs 1. You're listening to Crabs Baseball, KGOE 1480 Arcadia, Eureka.
2017 program winner number 127.
My. Well, I thought we were going to get food tonight, but, okay, huh? What do we got? Oh, my God, no, I can't eat a bagel. I love bagels, but I look at a bagel and I gain 3 pounds.
Just giving up for tonight. I just ate all day today, so I'm gonna keep eating until. I'll be back, Jen.
New pitcher. Getting our pitcher here. 5, is it 5?
15 Wyatt Tucker.
All right.
Arcata vive.
New pitcher on the mound for the Humboldt Crabs as we go into the top of the 8th inning. It'll be Wyatt Tucker, former Arcata High standout, coming in for Jeff Kirsten. Kirsten goes out trailing 2-1. An unearned run. No, I guess it's not an unearned run. No, in the 7th inning, a pass ball is not an error. So that was an earned run. Anyhow, he leaves the hard luck, we'll say, trailer. Crabs can certainly come back, but if they don't, that'll be a tough loss, and it would be his first of the season after 6 wins. And I think he pitched as well tonight as he has all season, but just some bad luck. Okay, top of the 8th inning. It'll be Tate Soderstrom, Brendan Beck, and Donta Williams to face Wyatt Tucker. Soderstrom 0 for 3 on the evening, left-handed hitter. And the first pitch to him is high with a fastball, 1-0. Tucker's 1-0 pitch, high pop-up out of play. Fouled back behind home plate, and it's a ball and a strike. Soderstrom, Soderstrom, Tate Soderstrom. The 1-1 pitch to him is taken over but low, 2-1. Crab infield back all around. Tucker's 2-1, misses a bit low, 3 balls and a strike. The 3-1 in there for a called strike 2 to the designated hitter for the PUF Caps. Tucker doesn't waste any time. The payoff pitch. High pop-up foul, and it's going to be out of play. Third baseman coming over, But Lara does not going to have a play. It's back into the crowd. So we'll do it again, 3-2. Very still evening at the ballpark. It's cool, but the hawk isn't blowing, so I think everyone's relatively comfortable with a sweatshirt on. The 3-2 pitch. Again, fouled off to the left and out of play. So Soderstrom making Wyatt Tucker work, coming in from the bullpen. Top of the 8th, 2-1 in favor of the PUF Caps. Again the 3-2 pitch, this time way inside. So Soderstrom trots down to first base with a free pass. Leadoff batter aboard, and that'll bring up Brendan Beck. Right-handed hitting right fielder. Was 2 for 3 against Jeff Kirsten. There's a pinch runner now at first base. Pinch runner for Soderstrom. And he takes his lead. Batter shows bunt, tries to bunt, misses. Excuse me, strike one. So the PUF Caps looking to move Soderstrom, or the pinch runner for Soderstrom, over to second base. Get him in scoring position and trying to get some insurance run here in the top of the 8th. The runner goes, the pitch is wide, the throw to second base, and he is out at second base. Fine throw by Hesse on the second base side of the bag, and a good catch by Burks, who applied the tag for the out. So the pinch runner is caught stealing. That bit of strategy didn't pay, and the count is 1-1 to Brendan Beck. Fastball away, 2 balls and a strike. The 2-1 pitch, waved at and missed, and a count even at 2. Tucker's 2-2 offering. Over the plate but low. Hesse held that one for home plate umpire Rose, but did not get the call, and the count now goes full. The 3-2. Swing and a miss. Beck down on strikes. The first for Tucker, the 8th PUF Caps batter to go down on strikes this evening, and that'll bring up Donta Williams, who came in for Bryce Bonin in right field. Bases empty, 2 gone. Williams, left-handed hitter, and swings on the first pitch and fouls it back, strike 1. Wyatt Tucker's 0-1 pitch, fouled back, and it's 0-2. To Donta Williams, D-O-N-T-A, Donta. Tucker's 0-2. Hoo! High and tight, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Williams crowds the plate a bit. Here's the 1-2. Down low, 2 balls and 2 strikes. The PUF Caps got their run in the 7th inning on a 2-out rally. Deuces across on the scoreboard. The 2-2 pitch is fouled off out of play. Williams wears number 2. There are 2 balls, there are 2 strikes, and there are 2 outs. And the PUF Caps lead by a score of 2-1.
Their extra run is unearned.
We're going to get back to that. The 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. So Tucker comes in and strikes out Beck and Williams. And the PUF Caps are down in order in the top of the 8th. And at the end of 7.5, it's still the PUF Caps 2 and the Crabs 1. You're listening to Crabs Baseball, KGOE 1480 Arcadia, Eureka. What's on
Their second run was unearned because there were 2 outs. He singled. He went to third on this guy's single, and he would have been out on this pass ball. That strikeout, he would have been out on a strikeout for the pass ball. He came in on the pass ball.
But that's not an error.
Yeah, but it's still not a run. It's like an error in that way. It acts like an error in that sense.
Well, it
It
does.
doesn't count against the pitcher. Yeah, it doesn't count against the pitcher. He scores on a pass ball. It counts against. It doesn't count against the pitcher.
Okay.
It's wild
didn't know
pitch.
that.
It's wild pitch. That's it.
Okay. Well, I know we're all going to be a little disappointed when the crab season comes to the end, but the 121st Humboldt County Fair is right behind, starting August 23rd and going till Labor Day. All kinds of games for the kids, yummy carnival food, animals, exhibits, family-friendly and super affordable. The fair is fun for all ages, located in the Victorian village of Ferndale, the 121st Humboldt County Fair. All right. Jeremiah Burks to lead it off for the Crabs in the bottom of the 8th inning. And the pitch to Jeremiah is a fastball inside 1-0. Burks a double in 2 official trips. He's also walked. He was picked off of second base back in the 5th inning. The pitch to him is on the outside corner for a strike, a ball and a strike. Burks will be followed by Kyle Callahan and Ryan Myers. So some of the big guns up here in the bottom of the 8th for the Crabs. They have been held to a mere 2 base hits on the evening.
Oh yeah, they've been handcuffed. That's for sure.
The next pitch is a fastball a little bit wide, 2-1. Adam Seminaris in for his, second inning of work. He faced one batter in the 6th. Retired the Crabs in order in the 7th. The 2-1 pitch to Burks. Swing and a miss on a high fastball, 2-2. Seminaris rocks into the wind, and the 2-2 pitch. High with a fastball, 3-2. Seminaris will be heading to Long Beach State in the fall. All these players again with D1 scholarships on the PUF Caps. The payoff pitch to Burks. Ground ball right back to the pitcher. Good job of fielding. He runs toward first base and an underhand toss for the out. That was a hard hit ball, fielded well by Seminaris, and he knew exactly what to do with it. Ran directly toward first base and a quick underhand toss to Bruiser for the out.
Well, that's one thing I noticed just only in this game so far about the PUF Caps is they seem to be very well coached and very disciplined.
Yeah, they are. Yeah, that's for sure. Good observation. Okay, here's Callahan.
Very fundamental, like that pickoff at second.
Yeah.
I mean, he knew exactly what to do.
First pitch is low, 1 ball and no strikes. Callahan has not put the ball in play tonight. He has twice struck out and he has walked, so 0 for 2 officially. Lefty versus lefty. Seminaris' next pitch is fouled back behind us, and the count even at a ball and a strike.
Well, the 3, 4, 5 hitters, Callahan, Myers, and Aguirre, 3, 4, 5, 6 strikeouts tonight.
Wow. 1-1 to Kyle Callahan. The next pitch is a breaking ball that misses high, I guess, 2-1.
I guess, yeah, looked pretty close.
Seminaris 2-1 offering. And that's fouled off to the left, out of play. It's 2-2. Crabs a 1-out single in the third inning, a leadoff double in the fifth. That's been the offense tonight. The 2-2 to Callahan. Breaking ball taken for a called strike 3.
That's three times tonight for Callahan.
So Callahan also gets the hat trick. That is the second strikeout for Seminaris, and the 13th Crab to go down by strikeouts this evening. And here's Myers. Ryan has struck out 3 times, all 3 times looking. Now getting his first look at Seminaris, and he takes a pitch that stays up, 1-0.
Right-hander warming in the bullpen for the Capitalists.
The 1-0 pitch, high with a fastball, 2-0. Two down here in the 8th. Crabs trailing 2-1. The 2-0 pitch. Myers takes again high with a fastball. Bring up Alex Aguirre. He was hit by a pitch back in the second inning. He stole second base and came around to score the only run that the Crabs have plated this evening. Myers at first, 2 outs. And the pitch to Aguirre. Taken for a called strike 1. The 0-1 to Aguirre. Alex takes it a bit outside, 1-1. A ball and a strike to the Crab center fielder. The pitch. Aguirre fouls it straight back. It's a ball and 2 strikes. One and 2 to Aguirre. Seminaris at the belt. The 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Got him down on strikes as Aguirre. And the Crabs are gone in the 8th inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, 1 left. And at the end of 8 complete, the score remains the PUF Caps 2 and the Crabs 1. You're listening to Crabs Baseball, KGOE 1480, Arcadia, Eureka.
All right, welcome back to the ballpark.
Wyatt Tucker out for his 2nd inning of work.
Top of the 9th, Capitalists looking for the chance to capitalize.
First pitch to Nick Bruiser, a bit inside, 1-0. Bruiser looking for his first base knock of the evening. He's 0 for 3. A couple of strikeouts and a ground out. The 1-0 pitch, he tries to check his swing. It's a strike anyhow, 1-1. Tucker fastball was there at the belt. 1-1 to Bruiser. Breaking pitch, slider, outside corner for a called strike 2. Nobody hit the ball in the 8th inning off of Tucker. The 1-2 pitch. Tries to check his swing and does so. It's 2-2. There was one walk. That runner was thrown out trying to steal second, and 2 strikeouts, and there's a strikeout to open the 9th. Curveball taken for a called strike 3. 3 consecutive strikeouts by Wyatt Tucker. 879 folks in attendance tonight. Here's Brett Borgogno. A double in 3 trips. Fastball misses, 1-0. High pop up behind us. A ball and a strike now. If you're looking ahead to the Crabs' 9th inning, it'll be Blakeman, Murphy, and Hussey. Curveball is fouled out of play. It's 1-2. So Tucker has come on in relief and thrown strikes, trying to keep it a 1-run contest so his teammates can do something in the home half of the 9th.
It's one thing capitalists hate, strikes.
Strike 3. That joke was labored.
Good one. Thank you.
Borgogna down on strikes, so 2 consecutive strikes for strikeouts for Wyatt Tucker. Actually 4 in a row as he struck out the last 2 batters he faced in the 8th inning. Now we go to the top of the order, and Tim Tawa has had 2 infield singles in 4 trips. He's a speedster, and he takes a pitch inside.
That nearly hit him.
Curveball backed him off the plate. It was
Slipped
not
out of Tucker's hand.
Yeah, it was not a heater. It was not a pitch designed to do that. 1-0, there's a fastball fouled back. It's 1-1. Two 8-1 for the Puff Caps. 1-2-1 for the Crabs. Tucker rocks into the wind, and his 1-1 pitch is laced into left center field. That's going to be in there for a base hit. Played on 1 hop by Kyler Murphy. Gets it back into the infield. A 2-out single for Tawa, his 3rd base knock of the ball game. And that'll bring up Trey Cruz. Cruz, a left-handed hitter. One for 4 on the evening. He is twice struck out. And he fouls the first pitch off to the left and out of play. He spells his first name T-R-E-I. Trey Cruz. 0-1 the count to the Puff Cap shortstop. The 0-1. Cruz lets it go, and it's a called strike at the knees. Tucker ahead now, no balls and 2 strikes. Tawa edges off at first. He's bluffs going. The pitch is low. It's 1-2. The 1-2 pitch.
Oh,
Just misses low. 2-2.
just missed.
Cruz in his last at bat hit a perfectly placed RB or a hit and run single. Put runners on the corners, but they could not advance anyone else. There's a ground ball to shortstop. Jeremiah boots it, throws to first, and it's
An error.
an error. Everyone's safe. So an error on the shortstop. Tawas at second base. Cruz now at first. And here's Quentin Selma.
Second error for the game for the Crabs. Now they'll try to capitalize. What do you think?
There we go.
What do you
There we
think?
go. There we go.
Not bad, huh?
Here's Selma. And the pitch. Taken for a called strike one. Fastball on the outside corner, 0-1.
I wonder if they'll profit from that. That's too much. Oh, I just, yeah. I got millions of them, folks.
Your money, your money. Time is called, and was there a balk called here? I
Yeah,
think so.
Looks like they're calling a balk.
They're calling
Yes,
a
they
balk.
are indeed.
A balk is called on Wyatt Tucker. And Guyver out to talk with the home plate umpire, Brian Rose. Satisfied with the explanation, he trudges back to the dugout.
Yeah, it didn't look like he was there to argue. It looked more like he was there to get some information. So
What was happening? So a balk. Now 2 runners in scoring position.
Boy, this is no good. There are 2 outs, though.
Again, a 2-out threat from the PUF Caps. The count, no balls and a strike to Quentin Selma.
Big spot here.
From the stretch. The pitch by Tucker, lined into center field. That's going to score 2 runs. Here comes one. Here comes the second run. A 2-out single gives the PUF Caps now a 3-run lead. Oh, my goodness gracious.
Wow, 2 outs. 2-out rally.
2-out rally, but again, an error allowing, these are 2 unearned runs.
That's right.
Error should have, that would have ended the inning. So the PUF Caps now with a 4-1 lead, a runner at first base, and their cleanup hitter, Zach Presno, at the bat. So the PUF Caps looking for insurance. They have got insurance.
Well, they took advantage. You can't make mistakes against good teams like this because they will do exactly that kind of thing.
There's a line drive to the second baseman. That'll end the inning, but the damage has been done. 2 runs. There were 2 hits, 1 big error, and 1 left. And at the end of 8.5, it's now the PUF Caps 4 and the Crabs 1. You're listening to Crabs Baseball, KGOE 1480, Arcata, Eureka. Well,
Go Dodgers.
So happy. Go.
all right, heading into the bottom of the 9th inning. Crabs find themselves on the short end of a 4-1 count as the 2 PUF Caps pitchers, the starter, Trenton Denholm, and the reliever, Adam Seminaris, have absolutely handcuffed the Crabs. The Crabs, whose hitters were tearing things up through the weekend, held
Not
in check
Wednesday
now
and not
twice
tonight.
in a row. Yeah.
Nope.
Here's Kyle Blakeman. Kyle looking for his first hit of the evening. That's true for most of the Crabs. Blakeman takes the pitch for a called strike 1. Aguirre with a single. Burks with a double. That has been the Crabs' offense this evening. 0-1 the count to Kyle Blakeman. The big right-hander swings and misses on an off-speed pitch. And Seminaris ahead now, 0-2.
Well, they may win tonight, but we know that capitalism is only one stage and bound to fail eventually. So
there you
in
go.
the long run.
Thank you, Groucho. It was one of the Marxes. I'm not sure which one. Fastball, strike 3 called on the outside corner. My goodness gracious.
I just never seen the Crabs take so many pitches. They were such aggressive hitters coming into Wednesday night, and now all of a sudden they are just taking pitches. That is 1, 2,
That's the 15th
3, 4,
Crab to strike out tonight.
5, 6, 7th, and the 7th,
To take
8th to take a third strike.
Yeah. Here's Kyler Murphy. Kyler 0 for 3 on the evening. Swings at the first pitch and grounds it on a couple of hops to the shortstop, who throws to first. And very quickly, the Crabs down to their last out here in the 9th inning. R.J. Jose, the last hope for the Crabs, as they are in danger now, a serious danger of losing back-to-back games for the first time all year long. Seminaris rocks into the windup. The pitch to R.J. Jose is a bit inside 1-0. R.J. struck out looking, flew out, and grounded out. So he's 0 for 3 officially. The 1-0 pitch, fouled it back, strike 1. Jose came into the ballgame hitting at .333. New ball put in play by the home plate umpire, Brian Rose. And Seminaris back to the rubber. Gets his sign from Fresno. The 1-1 delivery. Jams him, and it's fouled to the screen. The Crabs now down to their last strike. Seminaris 1-2 pitch. Fouled off to the right and out of play. Jose stays alive. The 1-2 pitch. Ground ball to the shortstop. He backhands, throws across the diamond. A fine play to retire Jose and the Crabs in the 9th inning. Nothing across. And so the PUF Caps win the opener of this 3-game set by a score of 4-1. The winning pitcher will be Adam Seminaris in relief of Trenton Denholm. The losing pitcher, the starter Jeff Kirsten, suffers his first defeat of the season, and his record goes to 6-1. The Crabs go to 33-6, and the PUF Caps to 28-7. Another fine ball game at the ballpark, although the Crabs are on a short end of it. Saw some fine baseball out here this evening. Benjamin, what are the final totals on tonight's ball game?
For the Capitalists, 4 runs, 10 hits, 1 error. For the Crabs, 1 run, 2 hits, 2 errors.
Well, the Crabgrass Band will lead 879 disappointed, but fans who saw a good ball game, as the Crabgrass Band leads them out of the ballpark tonight. Well, that'll do it for us here from the ballpark. These same two teams will do battle tomorrow night at 7 o'clock. I'm telling you, this is going to be an outstanding series. We certainly hope you'll be with us for tomorrow night's game. For my broadcasting buddy, the Professor Benjamin Schaefer, I'm Hoke Holcomb, and for the Turners, father and son, we're rounding third and heading for home.